Andy Murray exclusive, British tennis star risking his long-term health, says Pat Cash. The British no one has targeted the Brisbane International, which starts in the new year, as his return to action after resting his troublesome hip injury since his Wimbledon quarter-final defeat by Sam Querrey in July. It is the first season he will start as a 30-something, and while Roger Federer continues to redefine the age boundaries, Cash's major injury is more likely to lead to retirement, having hung up his own racket at 32 after more than 5 years battling a series of problems. Now 52. He feels he bears the scars of those battles and cannot believe that Murray, having won 3 Grand Slam titles, the Olympics and the Davis Cup, and reached the top of the world rankings, is preparing to put himself through more turmoil. "I, too, was injured a lot," said Cash. "Left. I felt I still had something to give, but I just could not get going. Some guys fade away because they are sick of it, some guys get injured. I never really had any regrets because I knew I had given it everything. There is no reason you can't still play well, but you have got to have that motivation. But then you have your long-term health to think of. My hip is gone, my back is gone. I can play a bit of doubles, but there are very few tennis players who get away with not having to limp around for the latter part of their life. There are few players who get away with not having to limp around for the latter part of their life," Pat Cash. The common talk these days among players of my generation is who had their knee or hip replaced. And that's for us in our 40s and 50s. It's a mystery to me why Murray does not just hang his racket up and enjoy life. Obviously he must love it. Cash believes people underestimate the mental strain put on players by the demands of the modern tour, especially now Murray has a second daughter, born in November, to add to his growing family. Slaving around a tennis circuit for 16 years is more than enough, the 1987 Wimbledon champion said. People forget, it is not like being a footballer, where they get taken care of, put onto buses, all their mates around them everywhere they go. And for 5 days a week they are not even playing matches. They maybe travel on the bus for a couple of hours, or the worst they have to do is go to Europe. It's a pretty good life and they get a shed load of money. Tennis is really tough. When you talk about a 15 or 16-year career, it really is 15 or 16 years with very little time off unless you have been injured. I am not sure why some of these guys carry on. It's great to see them do it and they are playing so well. But it is a mystery. I was quite happy to hang my racket up. When I stopped I could go on holiday and do what I wanted to do. You don't feel guilt about sleeping in and you are not exhausted all the time. It was a big relief.